This morning felt different. As I watched Tom drive off with the kids and head off to daycare, I realized this was the last time we'd make this drive before stepping into a completely different season of life next week. For years, our mornings have looked the same. Wake up, get everyone dressed, pack lunches, brush teeth, find missing shoes, rush out the door, and now, all of a sudden, everything is about to change. Starting next week, I'll be scaling back my hours and spending more time at home with my babies. It's something I've wanted for a long time. More time, more presence, more margin, less rushing from one thing to the next, and honestly, I feel incredibly fortunate to even have this opportunity. But if I'm being completely honest, I'm also scared. Not because I don't want this, because I do. I've wanted it for years. I'm scared because I've never done it before. Will I be good enough? Will I know what I'm doing? Will I be able to create the kind of home and life I've been dreaming about? It's funny because changing roles at work has never really intimidated me. Whenever I've started a new position, I've expected there to be a learning curve. Of course, I wouldn't know everything immediately. Of course, I'd make mistakes. Of course, I'd feel overwhelmed at times. That's part of learning something new. In fact, just recently, a friend called me feeling overwhelmed about our career transition. And I remember telling her, of course you don't know what you're doing yet. You're learning. Give yourself time. Simple advice I'd give anyone. But somewhere along the way, I realized I need to take my own advice. Because while this isn't a new job title at work, it is a new role, a new routine, a new identity in many ways. For most of my adult life, I've measured success in ways that are easy to see. Projects completed, goals reached, problems solved, patients helped, and positive feedback. I've always been motivated by growth and achievement, and while none of that is disappearing, I think success in this next season may look very different. Maybe success looks like slower mornings around the breakfast table. Maybe success looks like saying yes more often. Maybe success looks like finally tackling the DIY projects I've dreamed about for years. Maybe success looks like creating a home that feels peaceful and intentional instead of constantly feeling rushed. Maybe success looks like simply being present. And I think that's the adjustment I'm learning to make. Not because one season is better than another, just because it's different. The truth is, I can be incredibly grateful for this opportunity and still feel nervous about stepping into it. I can be excited and uncertain, confident and overwhelmed, ready and scared. Those feelings aren't contradictions. They're proof that something meaningful is changing. So, if you're standing at the beginning of something new too, whether it's a career change, becoming a parent, staying home, starting a business, moving, or simply choosing a different path than the one you've always known, I hope you'll give yourself the same grace you'd give someone you love, because nobody expects you to have it all figured out on day one. And honestly, maybe that's the whole point. I'm stepping into the season with gratitude, excitement, and a little bit of uncertainty, but I have a feeling it's going to be a good one. Follow along and see where the next season takes us.